Alright guys, so today we have some big news. First up, we have this. Wait, hold. Wow, look at that guys. We got our classic world beta code today. Oh heck yeah. So if you guys went to MapleCon or the PC Cafe event, definitely make sure to check your emails. At least if you went to MapleCon, I believe at the end of your 15-minute play session, you were supposed to type in your email address. Hopefully, you're using an email address that you have access to. Or maybe it's linked to your Nexon account to make it easier. I don't know, but once you get the email, you can go ahead and use that access code that they give you. You have to download the Nexon launcher. And you have to activate the game through there. Like, there'll be like a prompt or like area in the bottom right where you activate the game, you enter your code, and then boom. You should be able to see this screen. Oh my god, man. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss out the first week. It is what it is, but I think today we're just gonna be at Dragon Force. We're gonna be at Apex. We're gonna get some levels on this guy. I did get a random elite hunt, so I already have the timer. Timer's activated. And I do have 5 baby chicks, although I'm not really too sure if I want to use it here. Should we actually use it here? I don't even know, man. Is it worth it? Dragon scales, spirits. I kind of want to. I kind of want to save them for gobies, to be honest. But I decided to come here today because we've been at gobies for quite a bit, and I did miss playing the Buccaneer, even though the playstyle is very simple. But if you guys have not joined the unofficial classic world Discord server, it's so funny because Nexon made an announcement. Oh, please don't data mine. Well, yeah, you're kind of hours late to the party, man. Everything's been released. Still don't understand how these people can extract these files. I don't know. I'm glad people can do it for our benefit, man. And you guys don't know already, there's also been like quite a few substantial, if not significant changes to these classes. I think overall warriors got buffed. Oh my god. The league is basically pretty much all the data mine stuff. So we have access. They did update class balancing. It's kind of the same because they gave freaking Sins weapon attack. 20 weapon attack, I believe. Not attack power. So they lose their accuracy from the claw mastery, but they get attack power. Like, what? Or weapon attack. One of the two. So it just goes to show NL is our Nexon's favorite poster child, man. What can you say? There's also like all the NPCs, all the maps. It has been confirmed that there'll be store permits and the hired merchants, which I can't really wait for. I'm so stoked about that. Hired merchants again? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There is a lot of information now. But yeah, we have hard merchants. We have some classic NX pieces. Classes got revamped. Apparently, the biggest change is, at least from how they worded the text description for final attack, it seems like a passive. It's a toggle. Well, it seems to be a toggle as well. Toggle / passive. So it's pretty good. Although, unfortunately, for crossbowmen and pages, it seems that our final attack, at least for pages, if you're using a one-hand blunt weapon or any blunt weapon, it's single target damage boost. So similar to like how Boutei reworked Fatal Strike. Final attack, same thing, interchangeable. But what's kind of crazy is that DK Spearmans, for their final attack, they have like a semi like lifesteal passive for their final attack. That's kind of insane. They can heal passively. Of course, they'll only proc every so often, but the fact that they get innate healing, oh my god. Spearmint stocks definitely shot up. And then fire poisons, as they should, they got nerfed. Apparently fire arrow only hits one mob now. It used to hit 3 before, but they changed it. Yeah, it's pretty insane changes. Highly recommend if you guys have not already, join the unofficial Classic World Discord. The easiest way to access it is go on Reddit, man. Just go on Reddit. Type in MS Classic World, you'll find a community. Pretty sure you'll find all the links to the Discord. But it's pretty insane, man. Like, there's sprites, there's all the monsters going to be available in the beta. And Hawabi as well. Oh my god. So Hawabi, you know how like before it was basically 20% weapon attack on par with LBs, but you got to be level 70 to use it. Yeah, they buffed the weapon attack to 29. So it's a better LB. And it no longer has level 70, that dumb level 70 level requirement anymore. That's pretty insane. Oh my god. Again, and those are eating, man? Come on, bro. Even the revamped classic Maple, they're still eating. Come on, but... what can you do, man? Nix already knows all the swipers gonna be playing those. Definitely a lot of stuff, too. They also another change to Lash Blast. Only hits 4. So that got nerfed. Used to hit 6. Man, lots of updates going on. Lots of information out there. But yep, we did get our code. We have already activated it. I'm sure they'll send out the other codes if you did not attend these in-person events. Let's go to J Legend. Yup, we already did. This is our screen right now. MapleStory Classic World on the Nexon launcher. Now, after switching to Steam, it feels so weird to go back to using the Nexon launcher, but that's the only way you can use the code. Damn, it's right there, guys. Disabled, but it doesn't even matter, man. Doesn't matter for us. No, wait, I think we missed the... oh my god. There was another person hunting this. Oh, they already killed it. Oh my god, man. As per usual, we'll pop in and see what we can get here, but we might as well. Like, this is the only way we'll hunt this boss, because you guys haven't seen that 2-hour session where like we were just actively CCing, keeping track of the timers. Like, that was not a fun time. Nope, it should be between today and next week. I don't really have a specific date. Yeah, Savage Blow was also a huge nerf. They lost 25% damage. But it's so weird to get stance. A 20% stance. I'm pretty sure they're still strong. I mean, the fact that they get crit damage, crit rate, second job is pretty insane already. It's just that range though, I'm not really too sure. And who knows, maybe these changes will still be in the air, you know? There won't be... These aren't the final changes yet. Like, I already know my top priority, just hit the level 15, do those 2 quests, and then we'll explore. But dude, man, the freaking mushroom houses, they're back! Although, it's better to get the maid or the granny store, because if you're online and you sell an item, you'll get like a notification. I still don't know why they don't add that feature to all of the store permits or hired merchants. It makes no sense. Like, it's a feature that you can just add on any of them. Yeah, like everything is having like a max mob hit to 4. It's kind of annoying, but... But yeah, if you go blunt weapon, I feel like you're gonna have to be like using 2 weapons, right? Because at least for pages, sword is for mobbing. Because the final attack skill, you can hit 3 mobs. It's no longer single target. But if you use a blunt weapon, it is single target. So definitely gonna be like swords for mobbing, axe, or blunt weapon for bossing. Kind of cool how they like actively made these changes, you know? I don't know, man. I'm just an NL hater, but the fact that they gave NLs more damage, like... I think they were okay, man. Just... They have nerfed Lucky 7 damage. They don't need more... They don't need attack passive, man. Come on now. Yeah, Fire Arrow got nerfed. I believe Lightning Bolt got nerfed. Yeah, there's also like a new upgrade system. You can make your armor. People are guessing that instead of like having potentials for cubing and stuff like that, you'll be able to like make these armors with these special skills. I think Hyper Body was mentioned. But basically, if you guys remember, like back in the day, decent Hyper Body on like nebulites or on cubes. It's like the same concept. Yeah, I didn't really read too much about it, but someone did make made a comment. Because there is a whole entirely new crafting system. It's basically like an advanced maker system, or like a hybrid between maker back then and the whole crafting system now. In GMS. Hey man, I'm all for it. I am all for these changes, man, because like I really don't think Vanilla Maple, it was scalable, man. You can't really scale that. Vanilla Maple is definitely not scalable. I'm sure there's more stuff that I missed, but I was paying attention to the skills. Like, oh my god. Data mine, yeah. It's so funny how Nexon said, oh, don't data mine, but they are hours late to the parties. But just for my sake, I won't be putting like it on the screen. But I will talk about it, because I don't think they can like do anything for me they can't really prevent me from talking about it. And it's not just nerfs, buffs. No, I think I need to start the timer. I found out how to use these Lua scripts on OBS, so... Is it working now? Yep, the timer is working, alright. And looking at these class changes too, like, it definitely makes us, like, more confident that we should be playing a page. I don't think we'll get to level 30, but we'll see, man. For sure, at least 15. Yeah, but and they also nerfed the warrior accuracy passive super hard. It went from like plus 50 accuracy to like half, right? But I'm assuming that they, a lot of people complain about missing on snails when they're level 50. But here's to hoping that they fix the formula. Let me actually pull up that page right now. Let me see. I guess it's on Reddit. You guys want to see, if you guys want to see the skill changes too, it's on Reddit as well. Like, you don't have to join the Discord. I think out of all the changes though, the number one thing will probably... I had to give it to probably... the Spearman change. YouTube bio? Oh, yeah, you're right. I'll change it later. If you want access to the data mine stuff, you're gonna have to join the unofficial Classic World Discord. Those are the quote-unquote leaks. Just type in MS Classic World on Reddit. I'm sure you can navigate the rest. I will say though, Forgotten Hollows are looking pretty more interesting, man. The more I look at the map layout, yeah, you can at least look at the skill changes. It's on Reddit. Yo, it's good to see Mac. Hey guys, now we're just in the waiting room. Well, so it's like to when we can actually click play. Look at this, man. It's there, it's activated. That's on the Nexon launcher. Better pose? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure that'll help out a lot of people. Oh, I forgot to check the... I'm just gonna assume... Well, okay, we'll reset the timer. I'll assume it's dead. We'll check in 8 minutes. Yeah, I think the biggest change is definitely the Spearman. Like, the lifesteal. Oh my god, man. Everything else is whatever. I mean, there's also the Sins. Okay, never mind. Sins get attack power. So apparently attack power, they drastic changes. Before it was attack power that was better. Now it's weapon attack. Thank God they simplified it. Okay, 20 attack power is not that bad. Like, if that's the weaker stat, I mean, who cares? Oh, there's something I passed. I passed up on. They nerfed the Magic Claw. 10 basic attack less. Holy crap. And they really want... They're really, like, leveling out the mages early game. Finally, man. Like, I'm pretty sure people will still go Mage Story, but then they'll realize how, like, they're not really overpowered as they were back then. Thank goodness, man. Because I wasn't planning on making a Mage early on, but... It's about time, man. Even at the playing field. I will say, though, I think they expanded the elemental weaknesses. Because I was looking at the mobs, like, more mobs are weak to fire, weak to lightning, especially in Forgotten Hollows. Especially in Forgotten Hollows, like, stumps are weak to fire. Have stumps always been weak to fire? I don't know, but... A lot of the mobs in Forgotten Hollows, they're all weak to fire, so I'm pretty sure that's why they nerfed, Flame Arrow. Or Fire Arrow. Yeah, but Mage's early game definitely gutted. I also noticed too, like, the whole, like, you know how, like, one magic is one magic attack is one magic, one int is one magic? So after revisiting the formula for mages, well, magic attack, flat magic attack is better than just int. Because you get the same magic stat, it's 2 to 1 for int. So 2 int, 1 magic. Although it's quite unfortunate, because, like, in ChronoStory, luck gives you, like, a fifth of 1 magic. I think that would be okay, you know, to import from ChronoStory to Classic World. So, like, you know how, like, back then, like, you would rather prefer the int stat over magic attack, because int at least raises your base MP. Like, yeah, like, now you want prio magic attack. But yeah, I definitely agree. It is a welcome change, for sure. Yeah, we love to see it, though. It's kind of unfortunate that they kind of rescaled Sins again. I mean, they didn't have to give them attack power, the weaker stat, but we'll see how accessible the Hwabis are. So at least for now, Hwabis are the best throwing star. It's no longer Ilbis. Like, if I were to take a guess, it's probably... I think it always has been dropped by the Balrog, right? In Sanctuary, in Sleepywood. But yeah, man, time is gonna fly. This week is gonna fly by so fast. You blink a few times, beta is over. And there's also, like, a new, like, currency. It's no longer called Maple Points, but, like... Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's called something else. Leaf Points. Okay, Leaf Points. Zombie Mush Mom. Really? I thought Zombie Mush Mom also dropped Ilbies. It's kind of unfortunate that the store permits you still have to buy, but hopefully with this new Leaf Point currency, this will be something that you can gain or earn in-game. We'll see though. I think they're giving everyone during the beta like 50k NX pretty much, like buy whatever you want. Yeah, it seems like you'll get 50k. Yeah, there's so much things. Let me see here. What else do we got? We got the item equipment list. It's apparently earrings too. Earrings, depending on their level, will scale with more crit damage. Alt account? What do you mean alt account? Like, I'm pretty sure you guys will run into a lot of other people streaming it. Like, we're gonna be around for the second half of it. Like, you know, I'll do my best not to spoil. Like, technically, I already spoiled myself with all these, data mine stuff. No, there's no NDA. You don't need to keep it private. It's been confirmed. They made an official announcement. You can record it, stream it, make videos on it. So I said I'll be very surprised if they like restrict it. I'm like, why would you? It's free publicity for you. Oh, I forgot to check the Kent. I think we missed it again. Oh my god, man. There's a bum hunting it. Oh wait, we barely made it. Okay, no, this is a different guy. Oh, we have quest data now? Oh, I didn't see this one. Yeah, the crafting system is definitely interesting. Apparently you have like... Chaos scrolls are 10%. But if you fill the scroll, your item blows up. Damn, man. You see, I'm glad we were on the right track. Because the problem with Chaos Scrolls and White Scrolls back in the day is that you only needed one copy of one item. You only needed one spare. At least in this case, if you fail the Chaos Scroll, you'll lose your item, so... From what I've read, 10% success, 100% boom chance if it fails. See, we have the vision, man. I don't think White Scrolls should ever return. Like, Chaos Scrolls booming, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. But the funny thing is, I didn't have anything like Gachapon related, so we can probably expect that in the future. Although it doesn't really make sense to have Gachapon during the beta, but oh, I forgot to get the timer. Oops. Yeah, I still don't know. I don't know why they renamed the scrolls like lesser. I forgot what the mid version was, but then greater. But like how we said the other day, like I'm pretty sure like again with the crafting system, you're able to like craft these like same or similar lesser greater scrolls, but their percent success rates are different. That's just me. So, like, the base scrolls that draws from mobs would be like 10%, 60, 100, right? But then if you make the scrolls yourself, then you have a chance to get like a modified success rate. I believe you can make the scrolls. You can make these scrolls. Because they also introduced like a new ETC that drops from... It's either it was from any mob or stuff in Forgotten Hollow. Like there's this new monster ETC that I'm pretty sure you'll need to use for crafting. At least from my understanding, it's very similar to the monster crystals back in the day, you know, for Maker. I guess they still exist in GMS, but like... the intermediate, the advanced, the basic ones, you know? Dude, man, it's gonna be so hard not to, like, spoil gameplay, man. Oh my god, I really want to... Like, if anything, I really want to look into the crafting system, if anything. I really wish I could tinker around with these wizard files. I don't know how to like do the whole thing, but dude, if I could. Let me check our equips. Any juicers? Ooh, 22 overall. Okay. Yeah, I really want to look into this this whole crafting system. Because someone posted a picture in the Hennessy's Market area. Near the, I believe it's the weapon shop / armor shop. There's like a table there. Let's see, if I remember correctly, it was called like Leatherworking Station. So the NPC that was there in Hennessy, the crafting guy, I don't think he was there, but... he was replaced with this crafting station. That's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, it's not like Artale with the professions, but... I think we can all appreciate a... I guess a sort of, like a RuneScape, like... I don't know what they call them. Artisan skills? Hey man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now notice, like, after all this, like, data mine leaks, I mean, it's only been a few hours, but... I haven't seen the same keyboard warriors who are, like... super favoring classic, like, vanilla. Like, no, man. Suddenly, they all shut up. I'm pretty sure they're all having a meeting right now to say, okay, how can we, you know, bag on the game? How can we hate these changes? Let's see. I don't think clerics were modified, right? Like Holy Arrow stayed the same. Oh, is there also another thing I noticed? I'm pretty sure Wraiths, like the junior Wraiths, right? They were never fire weak, right? But when I was going through the mob information, apparently they are fire weak. Which is pretty interesting. Even though Fire Arrow doesn't mob anymore. I'm pretty sure they were always just holy weak, right? And I believe the regular Wraith, I think they're like level 43 or something, 48. Those are still just holy weak, but... Damn, I just want to pull up the pictures. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway, man. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's hard to talk about these things without, like, context. Let me look at the mob. Alright, here's the mob. So the thing about this one, it's in an Imgur. It's in an Imgur album, so it's a lot easier to access anyway. I'm not sure if this has been updated since I was looking at it, but okay, let's see. Yeah, see, stumps. Have stumps always been fire weak? I mean, it makes sense. They're the grass or wood type, right? I feel like that's new. Slimes are always like lightning weak. And there's so many. Okay, fire weak. Why there's like 4 types of fairies? Hello? Let's see, look, the junior Wraith. Holy weak, fire weak. These things were never fire weak before, right? Or am I going insane? Like, I'm pretty sure that's new, right? I'm pretty sure that's new. You might be wrong with this. You might be right about the stumps, because, again, like... He was killing stumps at second job as a fire poison mage. I don't think anyone's doing that, but the Wraiths... I think this is why they nerfed the fire arrow. Because they realized, in addition to Forgotten Hollows... There's a lot of stuff that are fire weak now. That's interesting because these junior Wraiths aren't... Well, their older part, the evolution, the regular race, they're not fire weak. Like, well, I'm pretty sure Cold Eyes were always fire weak, right? Yeah, see the regular Wraiths? Level 48. These aren't fire weak. Even though they both, you know, the junior Wraith and this one, they're both using the same cloth. I don't know, it's pretty weird. Oh wait, I gotta visit the chief. Let's see, isn't it so strange? So we have everything else. Oh god, it's golems again. Golem jail again? Oh hell no. I don't think we got a drop table yet, huh? Because if it's anything similar to ChronoStory, Fire Drakes, well, at least Red Drakes, they'll be ice lining like holy grounds because they drop all the earring scrolls that you need. Oh, here they are, the new mobs in Forgotten Hollows. See? This Raffle guy, fire weak. That's one. The Rafflesia, fire weak. Lightning weak. Lightning weak. Oh, we got a Craven, who cares? So I'm calling it now. These Aquamanders, these are gonna be the new like ice lining spot. Because apparently there's no Florina Beach. I'm pretty sure these will be like the new... This will be the new area back then for ice linings in Classic World. Even these guys too. Ice Week. See, these trees too. Fire Week. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why they nerfed Fire Arrow. Fire Week, Holy Week. So these mushrooms too. Cleric, Holy Ground. Oh my god, the Spore Woods? Technically, these Spore Woods are the new golems, right? They're pretty tanky, but they have two weaknesses. Holy and Fire. So I can see, like, at least for these areas, you want to duo with the Cleric and the Fire Poison. You can clear these mobs super fast. It's gonna be kind of awkward to pair with ice lining, but yeah, these mobs though, oh my god. Yeah, the Florina mobs are in the game, but maybe they'll actually put it near like Lith Harbor, you know? Maybe around like Pig Beach. That's like the only place I can think of. Or maybe near like the Nautilus maps. Maybe they updated the map information, but at least from when I was looking at the stuff, it wasn't there. Dude, the rotted mush mom. Oh my god. See, look, Holy Week, Fire Week. So at least like towards this portion of the game, I think this is the early game, right? It feels like clerics and fire poisons are definitely outshining ice lining mages at this moment. Because all the higher level monsters are typically fire or holy weak, right? I haven't really seen one that's lightning weak. Maybe there was just one that was ice weak? Hold up. I think there was, right? Oh yeah, these Dusk Manders. But I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be like if the most iconic duo in MapleStory was still like Priest and DKs. Nah, man. At least for Forgotten Hollows, it's gonna be clerics plus fire poisons. That's good. That's gonna be the new duo. Although I'm not too sure how hard these guys hit, so. And then there's the King Slime. Resists all elements. Damn. Hey, you guys, if you guys don't know already, we never got slime shoes in Artale, so surely in Classic World, we're getting our slime shoes, right? But I remember running KBQ with a wreck, and that dude got like how many shoes in our runs? Oh my god, man. He yoinked all my shoes. I think these are repeats? Wait. These are higher level. Wait, blue mushrooms are level 35. That's not right. Weren't these guys like around level 20? Did they buff the blue mushrooms? If you want information, you gotta join the unofficial MS Classic World Discord. Maybe someone posted the stuff on the Reddit. No, but that's pretty much it. That's all the monsters. It's kind of unfortunate that there's no macOS support. I mean, they have support for GMS. I guess they weren't able to adapt it in time for the beta, but I'm pretty sure down the line it will be compatible. Well, that's mob information. What else can we take a look at? Oh, the maps. Alright, so let's take a look at the map layouts for Forgotten Hollow. I'm not even sure. Wait, is this the hometown per se? I'm not sure which map is which, but yeah, I'm assuming this is inside the house. So this reminds me of like a Linea, right? Wait, isn't Forgotten Hollow near Linea? I mean, it would make sense, but it just reminds me of like GMS's theme dungeon. What was it, like the Forest Academy or something? Fairy Academy? I don't even know, man. Something very similar. At least from what I remember during MapleCon, yeah, the spawn rates have definitely been buffed. At least these pictures, though, they don't really seem to do it justice. But at least in when I was in Ant Tunnel, it was for sure buffed. But I don't think these pictures do the spawn rate justice here, because this looks like pretty garbage to me. Although I will say, you pretty much have like what, this map? You have like party of 4. Each person takes a platform. Okay, this one, oh my god. Doesn't this look very interesting? Very similar to Shark Cave or like any like aqua roadmap in the cave in ChronoStory. Looks very linear to me, if not GMS as well. And I feel like the meta would be like party of 4 training. At least from what we've seen so far. Okay, this one is complete. What the heck is this? You guys remember those like those map layouts for like Death Teddies, Watches, and Artale? I'm pretty sure someone's gonna do one of these rotations. Like, oh, you go to 1, 2, or 3. This is also a wider map. Wait, you have Lupins here too? Like, if I could put this into like comparison, I would say Forgotten Hollows would be like the deep tier right now for ChronoStory. Yeah, this map is probably the best one, to be honest. Full party here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can split bottom, so 6. Whatever this map is called, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the best map to have a full party. Oh my god, did we miss the chief again? Oh gosh. Oh, no, it's hunting! No, it's hunting! You know, like back in the day, the bigger the map, the worse it was. At least, you know, with these party XP changes, the sweet spot is definitely 4 members. I'm not really too sure if it's better to go past 4 members for EXP, but right now it seems really appealing. Bigger maps, bigger parties, more EXP. And this is pre-HS too. %30 Boom Story or Sugar Rush candies? Probably not, but smoother UI, higher content ceiling. Sad to say. Not to mention the community aspect. Oh my god. I'm calling it right now, man. Next week, good luck. I hope y'all can get off Maple Island within a reasonable time. I'm wishing y'all the best, man. Hopefully when we start, like, everyone's already moved on from Maple Island, so we just log in, make our character, just cruise on right through, man. I bet most of y'all will be typing /map order and wondering why the command's not working. Yo, map order, map order! Let me see, what else can we take a look at? They sent the MapleCon and PC Cafe event attendees already, their code. I mean, we got ours. Check this out, check this out. This is the actual client. I can't click on anything. But we have access. We got our key today. Well, apparently the codes aren't email bound or anything like that, so... do with that information. Use that information however you want. I'm pretty sure though for everyone else, you should be getting your code if you get selected between probably tomorrow and next week. I don't know, man. At this point, I highly doubt it's just 5k people, man. I call cap. I feel like Nexon is just like creating the illusion of FOMO at this point. Now, let me see what else can we look at. Maps. We looked at mobs. We talked about the skill changes. Everything else is pretty much in text form. So it's not really like friendly to like talk about. I guess we can look at the game settings. To be honest, this UI is basically the settings format from GMS. It's just been like rebranded into the classic feel. whole memory mapping is in GMS. The warnings, the screenshot stuff. Yeah, the BGM, stuff like that. The invites. Ooh, y'all gonna get trigger banned, but the teleport? The teleport option? You already know, man. TP Rocks are in the game. They're in the game, man. They're gonna be available. I'm not sure how they're gonna sell these, but they will be available. Whether y'all like it or not. And then the UI thing. I also damage skins too. Damage skins, GMS, man. At least currently, the way to get damage skins, I believe it's from Gachapon, right? Like there's like a Cheddar Gachapon. There's still the standard Gachapon, although it's mostly cosmetics at this point. And pretty much everything that is available in GMS, like options-wise, settings-wise, all pretty standard. Now, let me see if I can pull up something about the crafting system. I think someone shared some images as well. We have this new item. But this basically reminds me of like spell traces in GMS. Except they're not blue. You just get the paper. And there's also this crafting UI. It just looks very similar to Maker, right? Game is on, no. This is from data mining. Not me. Not done by me, but by other people. Yeah, this is the craft station. The crafting station I was talking about earlier. Oh, I guess the NPC is still there, but... yeah, I'm not really too sure if it's going to be like something similar to GMS with this whole profession thing. Because like there's accessory, crafting, smithing, alchemy, and... what's the other one? Herbalism? Mining as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things, man. Oh my god. Oh wait, this is the item I was talking about too. The crafting ETC. I'm not really too sure where these will be dropped from, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna be from Forgotten Hollows. The context here, this is pretty much the fish ores. Oh, I mean, sorry, not fish ores, but alien ores from Mega Sector. I would imagine it's something similar to this. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, there's like regional materials to find or hunt for. Which can also be expanded to like beyond Forgotten Hollow, right? So Ludi will have its own ETC. Deep Sea. I don't know, Mulong, Herbtown, wherever else is there. Oh wait, did we miss the chief again? I don't think anyone's hunting, right? Yeah, no one's hunting this. That was a good dollar. 2 tickets, 1 code. So I know that if you did the playtest at MapleCon, at the end, they ask you to type in your email. I'm not too sure if that's related to that or not, but I remember typing in my email at the end. I mean, if that's the case, I should be getting 2 codes, right? One for doing the playtest and one for just going to MapleCon. Maybe I should use a different email, because the same email... I use the same email for when I bought my ticket and what I inputted at the end of the playtest at MapleCon. You're telling me I missed out on 1 code? Oh, hell no. Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting them to nerf Fire Arrow. So how would Fire Poison's mob? Like, they just have Magic Claw, single target Fire Arrow, the Bubble. And I guess FPs won't be able to mob, huh? Just like how they were back then. They're pretty much just single target now. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure there's no other mobbing skill for them. Let me see. Fire Poison. Yeah. It went from 3 mobs to 1 mob. It had 50 basic attack damage for 3 lines. But it's been changed to 1 line for 130. Yeah, but I'm willing to bet it's definitely because of Forgotten Hollow, man. They probably saw some clankers like going wild at the in-person events. Like, damn, man, they're getting so much EXP. Well, theoretical EXP. I guess Holy Arrow did get a nerf, but they only lost 3 damage. At 3 basic attack. I believe it's still mobs, too. Wait, there's a part 3? Oh, wait, I didn't see this one. Wait, hold up. They nerf double shot, arrow blow. Oh. Oh, damn. They nerf archers? Oh, I didn't know this. They nerfed Iron Arrow by 10%. I don't know, why would you nerf Iron Arrow by 10%? Like, it already does the... It does less damage the more mobs you hit. I will say though, it says there's nothing around, like, because at least during the playtest, once you get second job, you're able to snipe monsters from close range. Like you don't get like that punch mob interaction that you get from, you know, playing a Sin. But there's a small chance this whole Archer passive in second job has been removed. That kind of sucks. I think the way I would do it, like, you know, like you keep the punch mobs, the bow whacking until third job. And then once you hit third job, okay, well, you no longer punch mobs when they're too close to you, you know? It kind of stinks how Slash Blast only mobs for 4 now. Similar to ChronoStory. Feels so bad. Ooh, 19 boots? Wow, this could have been even better. It was almost there. But other than that, that's pretty much all the information that we have available. Again, similar to like how things were really changed this time around between, well, before the beta. We can probably expect something similar for the official launch. I don't know, man. Call me a Cobra, but I really think they're gonna drop some big news towards the end of the beta. If they don't, man, whether it's an official release date or third job news or I don't know, man. They gotta drop something while the spotlight is on them. And speaking of jobs, apparently, you know, the fourth and third job, like, class titles were in the files, so you can definitely expect fourth job, most likely. Which, honestly, in this day and age, if the cap was second job, man, there's no way, man. Even if the cap was at third job, like, nope. The game's dying, man. I'm a doomer at that point. But I'm a still believer, man. Like, they're gonna add some sort of, like, fifth job knockoff for Classic World. And the level cap isn't gonna be 200. There's gonna be, like, some power spike later on. What was it in GMS? Like, before 5th job, you had, like, hyper skills, hyper stats. I forget what the other skill page was, but, like, between, like, not considering the hyper stats, or, like, hyper skill passives, if anything. Like, you would get, like, 3 new skills or something. Yeah, if you guys want to look at this information yourself, just look up MS Classic World on Reddit. I'm pretty sure you'll find the links to the Discord. I know someone for sure posted the skill changes. Maybe if you guys just be patient a little bit more, it'll be on the Reddit. So for those who don't really use Discord, well, you can still have the information. Oh my god, did I forget again? I've missed it. Yeah, if we can find a glove, I'll definitely send it, but so far, no dice. Damn, we're at 166 spirits? Holy crap. Yeah, I have nothing to scroll. Wait, did this fail 2 scrolls already? It did, right? Yo, hear me out. What if the other 430s go? Yo, man, what if they go? Yo, what's good, Elvis? Well, to be fair, it's true. There's no clickbait at all. That's the difference between me and other people. Y'all want to find this information? Just go on Reddit. Everything's there. It's kind of weird though. Like they didn't really say like if today was the last day or the deadline was at midnight yesterday. But regardless, man. Hope everyone here gets in. Praying for all of y'all. I think whenever we start, I'm pretty sure we're gonna like just lock in level 15, do those 2 quests. I want to say the first thing we're gonna explore is the crafting system. That's very interesting. But the amount of stuff you can make. Now, I don't know how I feel about the final attack being a toggle. Well, apparently it looks like a toggle. Like, why not just make it a passive? Like how Booty does it here. Maybe it has animation lag. Do you guys think final attack will still have animation lag? Maybe that's why it's a toggle. It's gonna be so hard to not spoil. Oh my god. It's gonna be so hard not to spoil. Technically, I should be looking at the information, but how could I not, man? As soon as I realized they sent the, well, some codes today, I'm like, yup. If you had to update the Nexon launcher, I'm pretty sure people have access to the files. Let me see. How soon was this data mine thing, like, done? Let's see. So I believe the first post was the skill changes. Actually, no, not this one. I'm trying to think. Which one was the first post? Oh, I think it's the text. Was that noon today? I'm gonna check my email. So within 1 hour. Honestly, I thought it would be done like the first, what, 10 minutes, but it would take 1 hour. Well, let me just camp here before I forget. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about the maps. Although the maps feel kind of irrelevant. Like, other than the whatchamacallit, Forgotten Hollow. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This isn't exactly, like, friendly to provide because this is all just text. I'm pretty sure, like... Imagine reading, man. Imagine reading. But these town names are pretty interesting because, like, for example, they have... I think I saw a Lionheart Castle here. Oh, hold on, let me stop scrolling for a little bit. Ooh, give me that Chaos Crystal. Yes, sir. 9 minutes. Anyway, let's go back to the map names. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is just a bunch of text. Let's see, what's Dangerous Forest? Was Dangerous Forest the map with the blue mushrooms on the way to Blue Mush Mom? Seems awfully familiar. It's either that or some Maple Island map. It's one of those two. There's so many map names here. Yeah, so these beach areas, like, I'm pretty sure this is going to be where they're going to place authorities or clangs, Lorangs. Like, there's no Florina Beach, from my understanding, right? Yeah, there's Pig Beach, the beach hunting ground. Like, if I had to take a guess, it would probably be beach hunting ground, right? I mean, come on, the beach, crabs, turtles, come on, man. I'm gonna be super disappointed if this is not the case. Dude, what else we got? I'm pretty sure I saw, like, Ludi here. Lionheart Castle. Let's see. We're around Hennessy's now. The forest east of Hennessy, so we're towards what, Nautilus area? Oh, here it is, guys. Utah's Pig Farm. You know why this is so important? Because this map is associated with Evans. That's why it's so important. Who knows? Maybe it's just copy-paste from GMS, but... Let's see, red golem map. There are so many maps for this beta, holy crap. I mean, this is a good thing, but... Oh, Monkey Forest. Yo, man, where's C-Mac? I heard C-Mac to this day, he's still hunting for his fishing pole. Legend has it. Even in beta, this guy's gonna be hunting fast. Let's see, we're in the linear now. Wait, the Forest of Patience? Wait, isn't this the freaking jump quest? Oh, hell no. I've never done this jump quest. I don't think I ever will, man. Because I remember trying to do this jump quest without looking at a guide. And I think I went the wrong way. Like, it was either you go left or right. I went the wrong way, so... The platforms or the steps were, like, kind of misaligned, and so I just fell all the way down. Like, yep, never again. I'm never ever gonna complete this jump quest. And now we're in the linear maps. Burning Forest? Burning City? L Forest. Wait, what's this big ass map? For some odd reason, that the map name feels awfully familiar. Okay, I think we skipped Perion though. Where's Perion at? Okay, we're in the subway now. Subway maps. Oh, here it is, man. Monkey Swamp. Oh, here it is. So Arrow Bomb and Final Attack, right? For the whole Bowmaster line, apparently the Final Attack will apply to AoE as well. It will damage up to 3 mobs. So I would just assume after you use Arrow Bomb, it will like explode again or something. I don't know. Dude, if they have not reduced the range for Arrow Bomb, you go to Monkey Swamp. Looking kind of free, man. Construction site? Is this a jump quest? Is this a Shumi jump quest thing? Okay, now we're in Perion. Perion. Oh wait, I think this is the Red Drake map, Dangerous Valley. This feels so familiar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dangerous Valley. This is where we also farmed our Drake's Blood. I wonder if we have access to the drop table, but like, the reason why Red Drakes are so good, they drop Earring for 60 and 10%. So if they don't change it, if they don't modify the drop table in some way, like Ice Linings will be definitely eating at Red Drakes. Where are we at now? This Sleepywood area? Dungeon, Sleepywood, yeah, okay. Okay, these are the golem maps. Dude, our timing is impeccable. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Drake Hunting Ground was also one of the good maps, but I feel like Drake's won't even be that good anymore. Like, the new maps will definitely be Forgotten Hollow areas. Yeah, there's the cargo area. Wait, here it is, wait. So I never actually visited Forgotten Hollows on MapleCon, but apparently to access Forgotten Hollow, you have to go through... You have to enter through Sleepywood. I think it goes from Cursed Sanctuary to Forgotten Hollow. Wait, Florina Beach, wait. There is a beach here. Wait, why were people saying there's no Florina Beach? It's literally right here. See, this is why you gotta look at the information yourself, man. Yeah, Florina Beach is literally right here. Wait, ant tunnel for Bowman? Wait, is this the job advancement maps? They are, huh? Construction site, Rocky Mountain, tree dungeon. Yeah, these has to be the second job advancement maps. Oh, here we go, guys. The free market. Ooh. This is one thing I really hope they implement is that you don't have to reset your hired merchant every 24 hours. Please remove that, man. Or at least extend it, if anything. Like 3 days or something, 2 days. Oh, hell no. What is this? The truth booth? Ooh, wait a minute. Is this the white room in GMS? I think so, right? Wait, white map, black map. Ooh, wait. Physical fitness test? But is this a jump quest event? I could have sworn earlier I saw something about like Ludi, Lionheart Castle. All these weird areas. Oh, hell no. There's quest data. This wasn't here earlier. I don't think I'll take a look at it because, again, like, it's all a text. Yeah, there's so much going on. Oh my god. I can see it now. We log in, hit level 15, do those 2 quests. We check out the crafting system, and then the FM. We have to visit the FM, man. And there's some data about like... Because in GMS, there's like... They expanded the Explorer job branch. So for example, archers have Pathfinder. Pirates have Cannoneer. Thieves have Dual Blade. Am I missing anything else? Okay, I don't think there's a special warrior or special mage, right? Only special pirate and archer? That's only them. Oh, yo, speaking of Fire Poison Fanta, your class? Beta hasn't even started yet, your class got nerfed. As they should, man. Imagine your class getting nerfed before the beta. Oh my god. You guys used to have mobbing? Not anymore. Fire Arrow doesn't mob anymore. It does one line. But to be fair though, in the new area, there's a lot of like monsters that are fire weak. So I'm pretty sure that's why they adjusted it. But yeah, no mobbing. Back to the good old days. Actually, it's not even back to the good old days because you can't cheese with the poison bubble. Holy arrow, at least according to the text, yeah. Hits for 3 lines. I believe it hits 3 mobs. It's kind of weird too because they're also like the monsters in the new area are also holy weak. They're holy and fire weak, so it wouldn't make sense to only nerf fire arrow. Like, I don't know why they nerfed it. But you know, as a fellow NL and FP hater, I ain't say no to that, man. Yeah, they even kind of buffed NL. For mastery, its second job, they removed the accuracy boost and gave him attack power, which is a weaker stat. But they still got something. It's still damage. It might not be the best source of damage, but it's still something. They should have just kept it how it was, but nope. So it kind of offsets the Lucky 7 damage reduction. Yeah, they even buffed Hawabis too. It's the best throwing star right now. 29 attack. So Ilbis and Hawabis are no longer they're no longer the same. Yeah, I just realized we get 0 money here. Oh my god. I started with 0. We're at 17. Now, at least for us, we already used our code. Check this out. Check this out. Oh, wait. Here it is. Yep. Our code has been redeemed. It's so funny, like with this information, people are like already memeing about like, oh, there's gonna be a private server before official Classic World release. Like there'll be a private server for Classic World. Oh my god, man. Nah, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. Now, to be honest, man, you're not gonna be missing out. Do you really care about the label ring and chat ring? You know, I've noticed a pattern here, Fanta. I noticed that whenever you want something from me, I get taller. Any other day, though, I grow shorter. At least for this version of the beta, I'm pretty sure you can use whatever IGN you want. Because look, in the launcher, it's literally a separate game. Like, this is MapleStory. This is Classic World. Like, they're both different. So I would imagine there's a separate IGN pool just for this beta. But isn't it so strange? They're able to separate the two. So why would you launch it from MapleStory? and then enter Classic World from the UI. Like, it makes no sense, man. Like, they clearly have the technology. Or like, maybe they meant like, yeah, you're gonna have to use a Nexon game launcher, and you'll see like GMS on the bottom. But then you can also click Classic World separately. Hopefully that's the case. Maybe that's what they're referring to. Yeah, like for example, like I think everyone's assuming that you launch Classic World through this MapleStory. Yeah, I can see how that could be annoying. At least for the beta, they separated it, so hopefully it stays separate. Yeah, that's also the problem too, like, the same account. I haven't really tried, like, I haven't tried launching the other games. Because clearly I am not interested. Hey, what other games do they have? Mabinogi, Vindictus, a bootleg ChronoStory. What is this? The final? Hello? Damn, how many of y'all thought that was just a picture? Nope. That's the actual client. Bro, the other day, man, I was telling everyone, it's like, I'm gonna forget that you're around. I'm gonna AFK, and then I come back the next day. I'm in negative fame, man. People would think I'm a scammer, a botter. You see my negative 32 fame? Like, oh hell no. Avoid this guy, man. Oh, yo, man, I'm gonna be hiding. I'm gonna be in offline mode. You know what's so funny too? They have an option to like turn off the teleport. Like here's the game setting, right? Which picture was it? Oh, here it is. The teleport option, allow teleport to me. I'm cleaning that off, man. I need my privacy. And this also confirms there's going to be teleport rocks in the game. Eventually. Maybe not near release, but they'll be imported eventually. So for those people who are saying, please keep teleport rocks out of the game, I'm sorry, man. Not everyone is looking forward to 1 hour on the boat ship. Or however long it was. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll also take the boat early on, but after that, it gets so cool very quick. Yeah, basically pretty much the class changes, the maps. There's definitely a new crafting system. Apparently Chaos Scrolls are back in the game, but if you fail to scroll, your item booms and you'll only have a 10% chance to pass. It's kind of weird though, because like there's a Chaos Scroll variant for like the weapon scrolls and armor scrolls, if I remember correctly. I've always said back then, like, the problem with the White Scrolls and Chaos Scrolls is that At least for white scrolls, you only needed one item. One spare. One copy. At least having the boom chance and the chaos scrolls, like... I guess you can always like lose your attack on your weapon or whatever armor piece you're scrolling, but... it won't be as free to perfect your items, because I really don't think white scrolls have a place in the game. I mean, but it's only 10%. That's the problem. Like, given their name, like, it has a chance to raise or lower your stat. So you have to risk a 10%, and then risk getting a +5 or +4. Maybe +3. Hey yo, the dual bucks, yup. Hey yo, fellow bucks, rise up. Yeah, my guy rolled a 1. Oh, we got a legendary King Scent. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but... damn, look at this. A perfect King Scent. I think for the nostalgia, man, we have to scroll this, right? We have to scroll this guy. It's perfect stat. Yeah, I think we send it. Pirates? No. But the job titles for each job advancement has been released, so this definitely pours job. But at this moment, I don't believe I saw anything about pirates, so... kinda unfortunate, but... oh well. So basically, our options are... if the IGN pool is completely wiped to a clean slate, and there's a possibility of us going NL. If not, we're making a Paladin. Pirates are out of the question. And no, there's no third job. Although I will say for the class titles for pages, I don't think I saw White Knight. It just said Knight. Every other class title pretty much stayed the same. I'm gonna have to double check, but I believe when I was looking at it earlier, it only said Knight. Bet Battle Mage would be called bot. Come on, man. Come on. Battle Mage is best class. Hey, with this most recent balance update, how's your class looking, huh? Or even though this King Scent isn't really the best weapon to use nowadays, just because it is green, I want to scroll it. Shout out to the good old days, man, where you would find this from, like, was it Skelly's or something? And it's gone. No luck needed there, buddy. I believe that's the second green weapon we got from the Kent. Damn. Yeah, but nothing about third job, but there is a new crafting system. You're taking a look at it earlier, but There's like this new monster drop that I'm pretty sure you're gonna need to be crafting scrolls at least. There's also a new scroll drop as well. Like, what was it called? Parchment paper? No, I still think fire poisons will be really good. At least in a new area. I'm calling it right now. The meta is going to be duo with the cleric. You need at least a cleric in the party. You buff them with meditation. They give you bless. The higher level monsters in Forgotten Hollow are Fire and Holy Week. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the meta. Like every party would want at least both of them. Ice Lightning, yeah, their skills got somewhat nerfed. Ice, a Cold Beam, and Lightning Bolt. Or Thunderbolt, whatever it's called. Well, at least for Lightning Bolt, they nerfed it by like, I think like 5 attack or something. It's very trivial. But the stun chance increased by 5%. Something like that. The clerics lost like I think 3 basic attack from Holy Arrow, but I don't think that's too significant. Yeah, let me pull up the mob again. Now this is like, we were taking a look at the mobs in Forgotten Hollow. So you look, the boss here, the Mush Bomb, is Holy and Fire Weak. That's one. Let me see. As for the actual mobs in these maps, let's see. There's this guy, which is pretty much... Is this a boss? No, right? This is a monster. This is basically like the golem of Forgotten Hollow. Again, Holy Weak, Fire Weak. And this guy too. The Mywood, Fire Weak. This is what I'm saying, like, I think clerics and fire poisons are gonna be really strong here. And I'm willing to bet that's why they nerfed Fire Arrow. Hey, yo, man, I'm calling it right here. Y'all heard it here first. Let me cook. That's also true. I'm not sure how the maps these monsters like that these monsters are in are even good, but at least from what we saw, like these are really big maps, so definitely they're encouraging party play. And like Ice Lightning does have monsters that are like weak to ice and lightning. But these are like level 40-ish mobs. I guess they're still kind of relevant. But yeah, it's pretty nice how they added more like weaknesses. Cause otherwise, the only thing that would be weak to lightning will be Vikings. I guess slimes as well, but who cares about the slimes? Like compared to the in-person events, these are very significant changes already. So it's safe to say that between this and like other testing phases or even launch, they'll do a complete overhaul as well. For like balancing, mobs, stuff like that. Cash shop, there are some information. You know, there's your typical NX stuff, but there's also the pets and store permits. Store permits, hired merchants. Did I see any owls in the list? I don't think so. I believe, hold on. I don't remember that. Let me take a look. If we have the hired merchants. Oh yeah, the reset scrolls, reset everything. I think that's also something I forgot to mention. But they are in cash shops, so... At least it's not like, you know, you buy one scroll to reset 1 point. Oh my god, man. You got the atmosphere buffs, whatever. I think, wait, this is just cash shop. I think there's another section for pets, sort of. Alright, here are the pets. Brown kitty, the puppy, the bunnies, the cargo. At least from what I've seen, they're only the pets. I don't see any pet equips. Yeah, they seem to expire. I don't know about the duration, but I would assume it will be 90 days, if anything. So you already know you're gonna have to revive it. I'm looking at the overall cash shop. So you have the inventory expansions. Oh no, there's here are the pet skills. I found them. That's the auto move. Wait, do you have to buy the item pouch still? Wait. Okay, so the pets seem to come with auto like Meso and item loot. So like if you want the auto HP and stuff like that, it's similar to GMS. Yeah, just same thing for GMS. At least this time around, you don't have to buy the item pouch, Meso magnet. Your pet actually does something when you buy it. Any vac pets? Do like if they release vac pets this early, it's gonna kill the whole branding. Maybe down the line, sure, but right now, no. EXP coupons, yes, but they're not the cash shop ones. So you know like the EXP coupons you get in GMS? It's those, not the cash shop ones. Oh my god, 23 juice? Wait. Well, we had some scrolling attempts. Oh, I forgot to get the timer. Let me check in like 4 minutes. No, they're not. They're the consumables that you get from the events in GMS. They're very similar. Wait, do we have 3 overalls? Wait, 1? No, only 2. We have a 23 and a 22. Hey man, if they brought back the 1-day 2x coupons, oh hell no. I don't know Nexon, they won't release everything immediately, you know what I mean? I mean, this is just a beta, so who knows if they'll change it up for actual release. You know what? Forget the 2x EXP coupons. Give me the drop coupons, yup. Like, there's a whole list for like equipments. I didn't really look at that because the list is so long. But pretty much for everything else, yeah. I just love how they brought back the hard merchant, so at least for now, there won't be any auction house. But who knows, maybe down the line people will get fed up. We'll see. That's why I was hoping, like, maybe you're able to, like, set up a shop to, like, what, sell, like, only 4 items or something? At least it's free. But it feels kind of weird to not be able to sell your items. I guess you can always trade, but... if you think about it, auction house... it's free to sell stuff. So like I was kind of hoping for like a weaker permit, you know, like similar to our ChronoStory, how it gives you an option to buy like a pet still, but it's the nerfed version. Because the regular store permit that you buy can sell up to 16 items, I think. I'm still hoping that they give everyone like a free permit. That we can sell at least like maybe 4 things, if anything. At the moment I said that, I realized, well, the clanker is gonna have at least free store slots, selling slots, but I'm pretty sure they buy the hard merchants anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Your timing science is so good. You have the instincts for this. Let me scroll these overalls. And go on ice lining and slam these scrolls. Actually, do I even have enough luck to scroll these? I don't think so. Maybe I'll just hold on to them. Oh damn, I saw a ping in the announcements channel. I thought we had an equal note. Because you already know, man, like, if they do all these GM buffs, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some, like, announcement. Kinda hoping it was today, but maybe next week? During the beta? You have not hit any glove. You have some few overalls, but again, like, I think for me to scroll these overalls, I have to reset. I'm pretty sure we'll be back in the ice lining anyway, so I'll just hold on to these overalls for now. I'm hoping to get at least one glove. Come on, man. Just one glove. Yeah, maybe we'll also hop on the hero. I kind of want to take like a break from Gobies. Just a small one. But yeah, at this point, I'm really hoping the client is separated. I mean, clearly they could separate both versions of MapleStory. Like, come on, man. There's no way. MapleStory here. Classic World here. Like, come on. Is that so hard? I don't know. But let's see, the theoretical best grinding party for Forgotten Hollows. Definitely fire poison and a cleric. I guess you want a fighter. Actually, I'm not really too sure if, like, these endgame mobs, what was it called, the Mywood and the other giant. Because at least from the maps that we've seen, like, the mobs are pretty mixed. I'm kind of wondering if there's like a dedicated map for like one type of monster. Like how it is in ChronoStory. It seemed to me at first glance, most of them were like really mixed up. Assuming we get those two monsters, there'll definitely be Fire Poison, Cleric, Fighter. I guess anything else doesn't really matter too much. Like, do you even care about HB at that point? Yeah, we were taking a look at the mobs, and unfortunately, I think one of the higher level like monsters are resistant to lightning. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. Because like if anything, you'd have to go to like level 40, the mid 40 mobs. Those two types of salamanders, weak to ice and lightning. But yeah, I was looking at the maps. There was Flunar Beach, so I'm pretty sure ice lightnings will still go there. I guess you can still go to Forgotten Hollows, but like you have to be spamming Cold Beam. Which unfortunately is single target. Like at that point, why take Ice Lightning? Just take another Fire Poison. Cause like I don't really think you care about HB. Like it doesn't really do much. I guess HB plus Blast synergy. I mean, at that point, why would you take a page at that point? Between a DK or Spearmint and a page? Like, similar situation. Because, like, if these maps have, like, just those two monsters, they're both weak to Holy and Fire. You just have a full party of 3 Clerics, 3 Fire Poisons. There you go. Yeah, we'll see about Holy Arrow, because it doesn't make any sense that they only nerf Fire Arrow and they just leave Holy Arrow as is. That makes 0 sense. Wait, did we miss a... Oh my god. Now we missed it. Oh, come on, bro. Yo, Eric, thanks for the sub. Check out SlowSnails on YouTube. They make a bunch of lo-fi covers. All the music on stream is by them. Oh no, just check out the description as well. Dude, how are we having not... Dude, we get 0 money here. Holy crap. I think this whole time I only NPC twice. Well, it's about to be number 2. I mean, at least we get scales, right? And keep in mind, like, if you're kinda against AI, I'm not too sure if they use AI in their music or for their images that they use in their videos. I'm gonna assume it's the images in their videos, but they don't really specify if they use AI for that or the music, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. I'm gonna say they use the AI for their video. Yeah, we pretty much covered all of this stuff that was mined. Let me see. I don't think I'm missing anything, am I? Oh, I didn't really look at the quest stuff. Oh. I'm kind of wondering too, like, for the label and showering, like, are we gonna get another code to redeem it? Like, how are you supposed to claim it when the game actually launches? Like, I would probably assume it's like a gift drop, right? Maybe a gift drop, a code you redeem in the cash shop. Email, yeah. We got a code today. So if you guys already redeemed your code, you should be able to access this on Nexon's game launcher, not Steam launcher, Nexon launcher. You click this thing here, activate game, and then you put the code or whatever you got in the email, and you should be able to access this. It was good, Reki, yeah. At least on Reddit, they posted the skill changes. I'm not too sure if they posted everything else, but skill changes are definitely there because Wei posted a link to it earlier, and I doubt that they deleted the post. Yeah, we were going through it earlier. I would say overall it's a W. Although I will say the things I'm really looking forward to is like a new crafting system. Yeah, just go towards the beginning. I'm not sure where, but we did take a look at whatever's available. Although the maps, they're not really the map section wasn't really too friendly because it's all like in the paste bin post, so it's all text. Other than that, we're doing pretty good, man. Hope everyone here is doing well. I think for skill changes, definitely the one that threw me off the most was the Spearman one. So for final attack, they changed all the final attacks to apparently a toggle now. And what makes the Spearman's final attack so special is that it gives you like a chance to heal. Which is kind of pretty interesting because that would mean they changed Berserk in some way in Force Job. Like you do extra damage and then you have a chance to heal during that proc. I would say that was the most interesting change out of all of them. And there were subtle nerfs and buffs. I guess the most second meaningful one is that at least if you're using a sword, when you proc final attack, that proc can hit 3 mobs. Because originally it was only single target, I believe. I kind of wish that I used the active final attack version at MapleCon, but I don't know how it worked, man. I was still kind of confused why I was able to hotkey it. Oh god, this thing is already dead. Oh my, it's already dead. Oh my god. Bro, how are people on the dot? That's crazy. Alright, I gotta monopolize this channel, man. We gotta be here early, kill this thing ASAP so people just forget to CC into this channel. Fire poison? Well, that was a joke, but it makes sense of why, because at least in the new area, all the higher level monsters are both Holy and Fire weak. So I'm kind of curious why they didn't nerf Holy Arrow, but they nerfed Fire Arrow. I believe Holy Arrow still mobs, right? Okay, so this is the mob we're talking about. I don't know if there's going to be maps dedicated to these two monsters, but it's the Sporewood and the Mywood. At least only the Sporewoods are Holy weak. I guess I was wrong there, but both this one and this one are far weak. So I'm pretty sure that's why they nerfed it, because I'm assuming these two monsters are on the same map. That's just my guess. Not to mention, there's also the new zombie mushroom, the rotten mushroom. So yeah, I'm kind of confused why they didn't nerf Holy Arrow. Like, if you're gonna change Fire Arrow, you gotta nerf Holy Arrow as well. Yeah, Fanta was here earlier. He was saying like, oh, well, since they nerfed Fire Poison, good thing I didn't get a code. Well, yeah, it's still pretty alarming, you know, I mean... It... As much as I don't... As much as I bag on Night Lords and Fire Poisons, it just doesn't make any sense to nerf one arrow skill and keep the other. Because if I remember correctly, the bubble skill isn't really that good, right? Maybe it's weaker now, but stronger later on, but... It'll be like back in the day where Fire Poisons don't really have any mobbing. Again. But a part of me feels like they'll be okay. Especially with these, like... quote-unquote endgame mobs. I think they'll be okay. Like there's so many mobs that are far weak here, which makes sense because they're all like, I guess, grass type, if you consider Pokemon matchups. And there's so many things that are weak to fire here, so... I'm pretty sure that's why they nerfed it. No, I guess Ice Lightnings gets the upgraded Octopus. This Aquamander. There's another one, right? The Duskmander. The nerf, I'm assuming you're talking about Fire Poison. Their arrow only hits one monster now, and it deals one line. So basically how Fire Arrow was back in the day. Because before the beta, it would hit 3 mobs, 3 lines. Similar to Holy Arrow. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll change it last minute, but... It really doesn't make sense for them to just nerf Fire Arrow, not Holy. And if anything, Priest will still be insane at Dark Golems anyway. Yeah, that's just me though. That doesn't really make sense. But I'm just one person, you know? I'm just one person. Yo, I guess that's true. I mean, but... I was looking at the footage, you know, that cleric, that cleric healing at the rates. I mean, it dealt okay damage. It doesn't feel too impossible, but... I guess if you got their mobbing skill, then yeah, they're very bad. Even with the heal buffs, the hero nerfs. But actually, you know what, you're right. I didn't really consider that. The Fire Poisons on the other hand, it's like their mobbing skill with the poison bubble doesn't seem too good anyway. I think there's also some monsters who resist poison, right? I mean, I guess you really use the poison bubble if you're hunting these fire weak monsters anyway. It's funny how these trees are literally the golems of the forest. They're tanky. They look like they have a big hitbox. They're very similar, man. Yeah, at least from what I remember, I believe the fire poison bubble, it has like a small AoE range. Don't quote me on that, but I do know that it kills monsters once they go below 1 HP. I want to say they did have like a small AoE range, because like you would throw the bubble and it would explode, right? It has a small range. I guess you can say like it's a weaker arrow bomb. That's why I'm thinking like maybe early on it's weak, but later on as you get more magic stat. Since I believe it doesn't do like a flat percent HP of the mob, you know, so if that poison damage scales with your own damage, then I think it has potential to be good later on, but when you're early into your second job, yeah, good luck. Good luck, man. Yeah, I guess you're right. You can't really remove or nerf Holy Arrow. But so it still feels wrong. It still feels wrong for fire poison mages. Like, I'm trying to think, like, how would they, I guess, like, do another take on how they would adjust Fire Arrow? I mean, the options are very limited. Reduce the mob count from 3 to 2. And nerf the damage. Like, what else are you gonna do? Maybe I'm not giving the poison skill the credit it deserves, but I remember people yapping about how it's so weak, so I don't know. Cause like the fire poisons will just be the sins of mages, but a lot weaker, I would say. Like weaker as in like if they're hunting neutral mobs. I think they'll be okay hunting the fire weak ones, but neutral mobs, yeah, I think they'll be kinda underpowered. I would definitely have a better sense for these changes if I played Fire Poison back in the day. It would definitely help a lot if I actually played the class, but at this point, I can't really bring myself to even play Fire Poison. I just can't, man. We'll see how they adjust the poison skill in third job. Because if that skill can, like, kill monsters below 1 HP, okay, that's kind of broken there, man. Because at least in GMS, I know, like, poison triggers... Well, poison explodes if you use a fire skill next to it. So maybe they'll bring something similar for third and fourth job. I don't know. I will say though, for the Spearman's final attack, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to like rework Berserk. Because I would imagine that healing from final attack would screw them over. Unless they changed how Berserk works. Like, wasn't Artale, like, if you're above a threshold, you're fine? Hunters... I believe in general, first job, it was nerfed as well. The thing about Hunters is that they're definitely seen as the more mobbers in second job, because final attack applies to mobs as well. Whereas crossbowmen, allegedly, it's only single target. But then again, final attack is a... Well, it seems to be a toggle at this moment, so... I guess you would have to turn it off, but then you would lose damage for no reason. Let me actually take a look at the arrow bomb. I know first job skills like double shot and stuff like that, they lost damage. Yeah, air bomb is only 10%. It's not too bad. But yeah, double shot minus 35%. What's the arrow below? Is that the single target shot? Minus 70%. That's monsters too. I think most AoE skills got reduced to 4 mobs. I believe lightning, like Thunderbolt, still hits 6. But if not, I'm pretty sure every mobbing skill has been nerfed to, I guess, standardized to 4 mobs. Again, similar to ChronoStory, which is very annoying, but what can you do? Because like the skills, the changes I'm looking at now, they don't have like the old like skill text from MapleCon or the cafe event. Alright, see you, Rec. This is a downfall of being a GMS player. You still do everything yourself. Full map wipes every 12 seconds, 13 seconds. But this guy better get up here. I've also noticed they changed like the HP and MP passives. They buffed both by 5%. Like, does that really matter at this point? Air bomb fire damage. I mean, conceptually it makes sense, but I think the skill is better off being neutral and have the elemental stuff to the mages. Mages with White Knights being the rare exception. It is an interesting idea. But again, like, if you have, like, some element to it, then they're gonna have the mage problem where, like, they're good at certain monsters, weaker than others. It's like, the whole, like, Frostbolt with Marksman, well, Snipers and Inferno with Rangers. I never really understood why they got those skills. Like, if it were me, I'd just keep the elemental stuff only to mages. That's like the only identity as a class. You guys think about GMS, archers theoretically has wind as their element. But it's not like an actual element in game. I never really understood the elements on non-mages. Is really? Nah, they're trolling. I know I'm the only one here. Let's see. Heroes don't have... Well, I guess Dark Knight has a dark element. Unofficially. Oh, is that your outlaw? Oh, thanks for letting me know. Let me see here. You can block people, right? Thanks for outing yourself. I was only muting. Where's my blacklist? Hello? Dude, there's no blacklist? Come on, bro. You know what? I guess you live for another day. Now thinking about the elemental, like, archer thing. I wonder, like, because I know for, like, the birds that you get in 4th job, like Phoenix and... I guess Frostpair, right? There's, like, some lore to it. Maybe I'm missing out on that. But that was introduced in 4th job, so I would imagine Frostbolt will be a 4th job skill because you get the elemental bird. So that's where it makes sense, like, oh, because like if not, all of a sudden you have ice arrows, like, hello? Like, I would think it makes more sense to put those skills in 3rd job to 4th job. Yeah, but regardless, man, like, Inferno's broken. Frostbolt, I know, was a struggle back then because, like, there are more mobs that are weak to fire than ice. The mobs that were weak to ice are pretty bad. But it seems like in Classic World, they're definitely trying to, like, expand on these elemental weaknesses, which is pretty nice. And low-key, it buffs Paladins even more because of the charges. So the more stuff that are weak to these elements, the better. Like, I'm not saying no. Yeah, I've always felt it strange for these archers to have like a random fire or ice element in 3rd job. It didn't really make sense to me. Like, if anything, that's more appropriate for a 4th job when they get the elemental bird. Yeah, I have no clue how archers were back in the day because I never played archers or pirates when I started. Because I just heard they were so bad, so I just avoided them like the plague. At least with Outlaws, I think their skill kit makes sense. I mean, you have these special bullets. Although back in the day, like with the Flame Spitter and the Ice move, like... were you able to use those skills without the special bullet? Without the Blaze or Ice Capsule? No, Blaze or Glaze, right? Because if you were, then that makes no sense. But then again, your skill was locked behind an item, which wasn't really a good in-game mechanic anyway. Yeah, it's just like having these random elements doesn't really make sense. At least for Paladins, it kind of makes sense because you're a Holy Knight, elemental charges. Like, where do you get these random, like, fire ice moves from? Like, there's no, like, fire arrow projectile, right? It was just a standard red arrows, blue arrows, bronze, silver. Oh, steel, my bad. Like, if you're going to have these elemental skills, then at least have the item that accompanies a skill. Flaming arrows make sense. Oh, true. Light it on fire. Dude, how did I not think about that? Alright, that makes more sense. Alright, I'll give that to you. Bro, just literally ignite the arrow, duh. Dude, we missed the... oh my god, man. Is it this time of the night where people are just hunting this boss? Come on, man. Class. The cliche answer I'll give you is whatever keeps you logging onto the game. If you want to be like the sweaty player out of all the classes, in my opinion, with the knowledge I know currently, you have to pick one class. Well, I'm considering Forgotten Hollow. So I'd probably have to go with either Fire Poison or Cleric. Because even though you have access to level 70 monsters, like the Toro guys in Sleepy Dungeon, unless they revamp the layouts of those maps, I'm pretty sure Forgotten Hollow is going to be like the it's going to be like the premiere of training spots, if anything. Because it's big maps. And I would say, or assume, decent spawn. I say Fire Poison because, at least at this moment, there's a lot of fire weak monsters, especially in the new area. So even though Fire Arrow itself got nerfed, I'm pretty sure there's a good reason why it was nerfed. And I suspect it's because all these monsters in Forgotten Hollow are typically fire weak, so... you give them a 3-line, hit 3 mobbing fire arrow skill, yeah, they're gonna like tear that map up. At least that's what I'm leaning towards now. If not, probably a DK because of the changes to the final attack. Let me see what's the cooldown on the healing. Oh wait, there's no cooldown on it. So like if you proc final attack on the spearman, you just keep healing. Yeah, you legit still keep healing. So not only are you tanky, you heal. That's just my assumptions for now. I'm pretty sure when people actually play in the beta, we'll see all this data live, you know, in action. But, you know, between Fire Poison Cleric, Cleric does have... they seem to have the better Holy Arrows, so... Because, the Sporewood and Forgotten Hollows, level 59, they are also wholly weak. It's kind of sad how they nerfed bandits, man. I was really looking forward to them shine. Before, I was calling them like the melee sins of back then, but now it's like... losing that much damage on Savage Blow sucks. So they lost 150% skill damage for a 20% stance. You cannot tell me that's terrible. That is a bad trade-off. Yeah, 25 times 6. Yeah, that's a terrible trade-off, man. Because I'm pretty sure, like, you're jump attacking with Savage Blow, right? So the knockback doesn't really even matter at that point. Because you would jump and attack and slowly work your way towards melee range for the monster. Let me see if I can pick, you know, between each, like, from each 4 job branches. Let's see. Definitely warriors. I'll probably give it to spearmen, archers, it's kind of interesting too because, like, marksmen technically are the better mobbers in forest job, but it seems like these roles are reversed in second job. But looking at the map layouts of what I've seen, I feel like Crossman will still win with Iron Arrow. Because I believe Iron Arrows, it will still proc final attack on the first monster you hit, right? Let me reread the final attack description, but I'm pretty sure it still applies to the first monster you hit. because arrow bomb is very bad in the linear map. It's like the equivalent of using Ice Strike in only one platform. You're only hitting one platform in ChronoStory. It's so bad. So yeah, warriors definitely spearmen. I would say archers definitely crossbowmen. Thief is kind of hard to pick between the two because they both got nerfed. Actually, no. Since I will say even after the change to the accuracy versus attack power change in their weapon mastery and second job, they still think losing like 30% damage, skill damage on Lucky 7 is so much. Then the Savage Blows change is so bad as well. Man, it's hard to say. I mean, I guess early game you would always go with the range class if anything. I guess if you're only talking about second job, I'll probably still give it to Sins then. If it weren't for the Savage Blow buff, nerf, I would probably give it to the Bandits, but it's just a shame to losing that much damage, man. For stance, it's not even a guaranteed stance anyway. And last but not least, the mages. Like only looking at it from second job. And the content, already released, or what we know. I don't know, like I really have to look at the map. It has these Spore Woods and My Woods. It's like, how good is stun chance? Like, do these monsters have like annoying magic attack? You see, was there a monster back then that had a really annoying magic attack that people hated to deal with early game? I don't know, nothing really comes to mind, but the freaking monkeys, the lupins, when you throw their dumbass banana at you. Because ice lightnings will be weak against these guys. But then they also have their special mobs. Actually, I think it doesn't really matter which mage you go. They're all very similar. At least on paper, Fire Poison seemed to be weak because of the Fire Arrow nerf, but when you consider how many mobs are Fire weak, I'm pretty sure the nerf isn't as bad. But the fact that there's nothing that's really wholly resistant... Like, holy is pretty much a neutral element, right? Is there even a mob that's wholly resistant? Yeah, given the weakness spread, clerics are pretty much neutral to everything with Holy Arrow. So I'd probably say clerics is still the best mage, but fire poison, ice lightning are pretty similar. It just depends on where you go. That's crazy. Cleric is still strong, man. Like, you would imagine Nexon will nerf clerics and sins, but... At least mages' first job are kind of nerfed with their magic claw damage loss. That's something at least, but... I don't know, I think I'll go with that, you know, just before actually playing these classes or seeing other people play the classes. Archers, crossbowmen, thieves, sins, warriors, spearmen, mages, cleric. But one thing I do know is, like, for these, like, grinding parties on the highest level monsters in Forgotten Hollow, you definitely want at least one fire poison, one cleric. I'm just thinking, like, right, today I learned about the term head calcs. I'm like, what the hell is a head calc? Like, it's something I've been watching from this Pokemon streamer that I've been tuning into. And they'd always use the term head calc. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, oh, mental math in your head, okay. AKA head calcs. It's so funny, but I don't know, man. So my mind, like right now, I'm just running head calcs between all the classes. I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is appropriate for MapleStory, but here I am. Alright, my bad. Water break. I think in general, like... I feel like the best class in general, like if you don't really care about the weaknesses, it definitely has to be warrior. Because I know any warrior, they hit super hard. Doesn't matter which branch you play. They just hit crazy hard. But if y'all want to play warrior, please don't pick paladin. Play the other two classes, man. Just stay away from paladin. Thank you. How have we not found a decent power glove? Come on, man. I only found 2 overalls to scroll, but I'm pretty sure I have to reset on the mage. I don't have enough luck. Damn, I thought we got the belt, but it was a sword. So wait, when it comes to Florina Beach... How did you even access Florina Beach back in the day? Let's see, Chaos update. You can enter Florina Beach through Nautilus area? What? Nah. Lift Harbor? Oh. Yeah, obviously we did not go to Florina Beach when I started in 2010. I didn't know that was a thing, man. The only way I know of it now is because of Artale. When people were like hunting for the yellow umbrellas. You can access through Orbis? Really? What is this, bro? Shuri and Orbis, Nara and Ludi? Dude, man, the more you know. I had absolutely no clue about this. No way, man. Seriously? Oh, wait, there's a crafting list? Oh. That's pretty weird how, like, you know how alien plates are called ingots here? So apparently the bronze plates will be rebranded into bronze ingots. Huh. Pretty interesting. Dude, these gear requirements are not too bad, man. Wait, you only need 5 ores to make a plate? I don't care if they call it ingots, man. I'm still calling them plates. I don't care. They went from 10 ores to 5. Wow. Wait, that's all the items? What? I got curious about the the crafting system, so I'm just reading stuff. I'm reading like information on the crafting system, but jeez, man, there's gonna be so much content. And this is just a beta, man. It's not even the full release. At least from the stuff that I've been like looking at, I was looking at like craftable, I think, warrior stuff. It's pretty cool to know that the plates only require half the ores now. Hey, yo, Booty, if you're out there, how about that? How about 5 crystal ores to make a crystal? Ooh. I mean, hey, man, Classical World's doing it. I mean, come on, come on. Just kidding. Yeah, that's actually insane. Oh, someone made a new thread? Dude, this is crazy, man. Oh, wait, is that what these maps were called? The accompaniment maps? Oh, that's KPQ. Bro. I thought these are like entirely new areas. Never mind. Third job, yes, like I'm pretty sure this is still the case. Like once you each level you get, your XP just goes up significantly. At least until you max out the skill. I really don't know too much about rangers, but I would imagine you max Inferno ASAP. Maybe you use arrow rain until level 80, and then you start burn farming with Inferno. I was going to say level 80, you go to the mothership, but I don't think you can do that anymore, right? Actually, you might not even be able to survive. Never mind. I was gonna say just go burn stuff in the mothership, but I don't think you can cheese the mothership anymore, right? Before level 100. Chief Grace? Oh, there you go. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. Someone made a like official professional post about like analyzing all the data that they mined. Oh my god, love it, man. Dude, man, where's this post? This is crazy, man. Ooh, purple. Wait, this is it. Sorry, man. I'm busy reading. Alright, 12 stack gloves. I don't care, man. We're sending something. I'm slamming a 30 whether you like it or not. Okay, there's one? Is today the day? Today the day? Never mind, never mind. Today was not the day. It's crazy. We're only at 33 mil? Gee, this is insane. This is what happens when you get used to gobies, man. At least we got hella spirits. We're at potential 200 rerolls now in the future. Oh, this is interesting. There's just 5 maps in the endgame area. In Shallow Passage. Okay, that's something I didn't know. And I'm pretty sure if it's similar to like GMS, the very ends of the map are typically the best. Oh, wait, this is pretty interesting. Wait, I'll put this on the screen, but this is related to the community, so that's why I want to share this. Not just reading the boring old stuff, but I think this is really relevant. So we have the community wishlist cross-reference. It's pretty much saying, oh, did the Nexon fulfill our desires or like hopes for the game or not? I guess suggestions, I guess. I don't know why it says wish and hopes. Hold up. Let me just park my character at the chief because I feel like I'm gonna forget. See, manual AP. No parcel launch. No 5th or 6th job? Nah. Maybe for now. Hear me out, man. At some point in Classic Roads, life, there has to be something beyond 4th job. Maybe it's not termed 5th or 6th job, but there's going to be like a knockoff of some sort. Y'all heard it here first. That's the only way they can scale up Classic World. Yeah, no Star Force, no cubes, no flames. Yeah, you don't need any of this. Link skills, nope. Again, like, even though right now they say there's no... If people don't want post 200 level areas, I'm sorry to say, it's gonna happen, man. In the far, far future. Damn, the guy got 0 drops. I stole everything. As I should. Alright, let me see. So modified. Redesigned. Okay. It's funny, this person of this post calls like purists versus what? Purist versus what the hell is this word? Pragmatists? I will say though, this guy is definitely well informed of the community. There has been something I disagree with. Pretty spot on. Like whether it's from Discord or Reddit or from you guys, like it's pretty accurate. Subscription model. And that's definitely a debate. That was mentioned before. Yeah, let me look at this missing system. Okay, 3rd job at launch. Probably not. I think that'll be like future content, even though we already know it's bound to happen. Anti-bot / anti-cheat. Wait, this is pretty interesting. Actually, no, it's not. Lie detector, stalker mode, anti-macro timers. What? Man, but I promise you guys can say, oh yeah, this is version 2.28. I'm like, what? How do y'all even like have these versions memorized off the top of your head? Okay, which patch has 4th job? Oh, I know it's version blah blah blah. Lahore Castle. Oh yeah, I know this one. Version blah blah blah. Like what? How do you guys like know these things, man, from heart? That's crazy. Yo, Drake, thanks for the follow. Scroll fusion / upgrade mechanic. Item ID 1, 2, what? Like upgrade mechanic as in like making your 10%, no, your 100 to like a 10 or 60? Or like having variable rates around these ranges? Like upgrade as in making your 10% scroll to have like a 15% pass rate? That's crazy, man. That post is insane. I don't think I had anything to disagree with, especially with the community part. Seems pretty spot on. Oh, wait, this goes over the scrolling stuff. Oh, wait, Chaos Scroll? Wait. Because we know Chaos Scrolls are like maximum +5 stat, right? Or -5. So what I mean by Chaos Scroll is it's not like the Chaos Scroll from back then. Because there are different Chaos Scrolls for certain, like, armor pieces, right? Or weapons, if anything. So if that's the case, they should probably rename the tier to something else. I don't think Chaos I don't think it's an appropriate term to use, even though it's like a completely different mechanic. It seems like these scrolls give you +5, right? So it doesn't have a chance to, like, degrade your item. Yeah, they would definitely have to rename this to something else. Yeah, because it's kind of confusing, right? Because when you say Chaos Scroll, you automatically assume the old one. The traditional 60% Chaos Scroll, not the new tier of like lesser, intermediate, and greater scrolls. Yeah, that really doesn't really make any sense. It's like, how would you rebrand Chaos? Like, what's higher than greater? Hold up, let me see if I can cook. Let me see if I can cook. Hold up. These names don't really fit because, like, if it's a guaranteed boom, right? And you can't really call it like... You can't really call it something positive. Dude, that's crazy. I'm looking at like similar words. It's like ranking, tier system. They don't really seem appropriate. Oh my god. Primes? No, 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 no. Prime scrolls? Oh, hell no. That is not prime scrolling. That's pretty interesting. Astral scroll? Actually, no, that kind of feels kind of out of place. Lesser, intermediate, greater, and an astral. I don't know, between Astral and Chaos, which one sounds better? Tell me why it's Astral. Nah, you really can't use Chaos as a tier, man. Alright, hear me out. I think the new tier can be called Astral. This is why. When you look at the definition, relating to or coming from the stars. Actually, what's the scoring animation? Wait, isn't it Maple Leaf? And never mind, I lost my argument. Because I was going to say, like, when you scroll, you see a star, but that's more so for GMS star forcing. Oh. I'm pretty sure, like, when you pass a scroll, like, you see a maple leaf light up, right? Damn, I thought we were onto something. There's no way they couldn't pick any other name but Chaos. There's just no way. Yeah, I think between Chaos and Confusion, a Confusion scroll. Actually, you know what? They should call it a Confusion scroll because when your scroll fails and blows up, oh, we're all confused, all right. Like, wait, what happened? Yeah, you know what? I think they should just name a Confusion tier, a Confusion scroll. It's either it goes to +5 or it blows up. Nah, there's no way, right? It has to be another word than Chaos, man. it cannot just be chaos, right? I don't know, at least for this moment, I'm really leaning towards Astral. Because you can't call it a godly tier, right? But... like Astral scrolling? Hey man, that kind of rolls off the tongue, right? Astral scrolling? Dude, 11 stat? Max dex, minimal strength. Man, you know what? I'll send this one. Who cares? I'm sending it. Alright man, this will be the last thing we do, so... whether this scroll fails or not, passes or fails or booms, hope y'all have a good rest of your night. I was busy reading, because I just... curiosity got the better of me, so... kept reading all this information, but... may y'all hit your drop, scrolls, and rolls. That being said, here we go.